Well, did I do any good? Yeah, I think so. It's hard. Now I just got to put it in the oven and temper it. On my last video, I made this knife. I made it with a saw blade that I'd used for several other knives, and it already had a decent heat treat and temper. I know that this knife will hold an edge very well. Some of the other knives that I made and used out of that same saw blade. These two, I made out of two different crosscut saw blades because that was like the last blade I could possibly get out of that last saw blade. Well, I might be able to get some another hidden tang blade or two out of it. And you see I already got the handle glued up on this one, but once I started filing this out, I was filing it out with a chainsaw file. It was very easy to file that metal. So I know that this saw blade is not going to make a very good knife in the state that it's in. The metal's going to be too soft. It pains me to do it, but I'm going to bust these scales off of here and heat treat this blade, because I don't like to make things that I know aren't going to be any good. I guess it'd be a good test to see how well these handle scales will hold up, huh? See what it takes to bust them off of there. That's pretty solid. Wow. I'm really surprised they didn't bust loose already. So, I'm gonna mess the tang of this knife up. That is pretty impressive. They haven't come loose at all. Give it one real good smack. I hit it so hard I actually cracked down to the handle. You can see the indentation on the back of that axe. Well, I'm impressed with the strength of the handle, with the strength of that epoxy. Pretty cool. That's really impressive. Well, since I'm going to be heat treating it, I figured why not just burn them off. Be a lot easier. Won't be nearly as much pressure on the tang. No, I gotta start over, buddy.
Oh no, what? Oh no, look at that!
Oh.
Oh no.
Just show the difference. Yeah, it's actually cutting into a little bit. And just skating off that. So we got a good heat treat. I've done quite a bit of reading on the internet. There are just so many variables to heat treating and tempering a blade. On top of that, I'm not positive what type of steel this is, and then I'm just using a toaster oven, so I got it set at 400 degrees. Who knows if it's actually 400 degrees. After it's done, I'll sharpen them up and try to do an edge flex test and see if I have any chipping or anything. And if we do, then I'll bump the temperature up 25 degrees and try it again. Here's how they look after spending 2 hours in this oven set at 400 degrees. Let me get them sharpened and we'll see how well the edge holds up. I can tell just by the feel of it on this diamond stone that it's still pretty hard. Hopefully it's not too hard. It'll certainly take an edge. Now, how strong is that edge? I'm going to roll this edge along this drill bit and see if we have any chips. I see one little spot right here, but that's the only spot that I see. I was pressing down fairly hard on that drill bit too. Well, for now I'm going to call that good. I mean, you know, I'm certainly not a professional at this. I'm just playing around, experimenting, trying to learn a few things. I think it turned out pretty well. I think it's going to make a good knife now. Both of these knives did pretty well with the edge test, so I went ahead and cleaned them up a little bit. Put them back on the belt sander and cleaned up this bevel so it's nice and shiny. And this part of the blade, I cleaned it up with a wire brush on a grinder. I think I'll just leave them black the way they are. I know I said my next video was going to be making a sheath for that first knife, but I got to tinker around with some more blades. Maybe my next video will be making a sheath. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.